like carrying my own clubs. I do. I try to do as much as possible.
What kind of clubs do you have?
I got the pings. I'm a ping man now.
All right. Which ones did you get?
First of all, I got, shout out to Auburn. Got Auburn colors on my clubs.
What do you warm up with?
Well, that's a good thing you said that. It's so funny you said that. I've actually tried, you hear people talking about the process all the time. And one thing I've tried to do better is not just go straight for the driver. I used to go straight for the driver because that was the hardest thing to hit. So now I try to actually hit not a ton, but a few wedges.
So you've been playing a lot?
I've been playing every day.
Every day?
The good thing about my job, well, the good thing about my job is the salary. The second good thing about my job is I get 4 months off. When basketball ends, I'm off from mid-June to mid-October, and I play every single day. I love it. And the one thing I love about golf is every course is different, the scenery is different. I love that.
It's not bad here in Aspen.
No, it's my first time and I love it.
So when you're playing, tell me about the shots that give you the most trouble.
Well, I had the worst short game. When the last time we got together, I was really struggling. I was hitting everything skinny or fat. And you said, well, what are you thinking about? I says, well, I'm just trying to hit the ball a certain distance. And you said to me, you said, the first thing got to move is the club head on chips. You said, if you move your body or your arms, you're going to hit it fat or skinny. I said, that's what I'm doing. And you said to me, when you take it back, the first thing got to come forward is the club head. And that sounds so simple. And now when I'm over a chip, I'll take that one 365 days a year. So now, when I'm standing over a chip, I'm just saying, that's all I'm thinking. Get that club head moving first.
So when you're playing now, do you struggle with mid-irons, long irons, drivers, or are you feeling pretty comfortable all the way around?
I feel comfortable, but I just think to myself, club head, club head, club head. That's the number one thing I'm thinking now. When I go back, that's all I'm thinking about. Now, that one wasn't a good one, which is fine. Now, that was a good one. So, the one thing you always talk to me about is don't overreact to hitting a bad shot. Everybody hits bad shots.
Everybody hits bad shots.
But for some reason, amateurs and stupid people like myself, you go crazy when you hit a bad shot. I watched golf yesterday, and some of the guys were hitting bad shots. They don't okay, you hit a bad shot, go find and hit it again. And that's the number one thing I try to say to myself.
I call it misunderstood expectations. Like people who work for a living and are not trying to pay their bills with their golf game should have lower expectations. All right, let's get something longer.
Okay. See, all those chips, I'll take those.
Those are acceptable. So that red pin out there, that second one's probably 155 or 60 yards. That's a good target for us.
What's crazy about your thing, I can't believe how far the ball goes when you hit it solid. Because normally, I would never hit a 9-iron, try to hit it 140, 150, and now I can hit it 140, 150. It's crazy how far the ball goes when you actually hit it.
I have students all the time ask me, I just don't hit it far enough.
Yeah.
How can I hit it farther?
Yeah.
Swing faster.
Swing faster.
But the problem is we tend to swing this end fast and not that end fast. So you sped up the club head when we worked on your swing.
Well, because I didn't understand it, because it's there's two stupid things about golf. Hit down to make it go up, which is how do you hit it down to make it go up? And the second thing is speed up the club head. You're thinking swing the handle faster, and it's to swing the club faster. And like, when you say it to me, I was like, okay, that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense. You know, like, because like normally you say, if I want this to go faster, I'm swinging this faster. And it's the other way around.
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
And like if you make a swing, let me show you this, and I think we talked about this, but this is something I keep getting more clear in my mind. Set up to the ball and just swing back to here. So that's the farthest away from the target the club head ever gets. The rest of the backswing, the club head gets closer to the target.
Okay.
So what me and you and everybody else struggling in golf does is we swing the club head this way and then we swing the grip that way before we swing the club head back that way.
That makes sense.
So when you said, I'll never forget, you said, you mean you want me to take my wrist and throw the club backwards? That was our moment.
Yeah.
Because I'd been saying that for like 45 minutes, about eight different ways.
I'm a slow learner.
Well, it's so counterintuitive.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
I still work on it myself. Yeah. Like our brain gets focused on the target.
Yeah.
But the target is not the direction the downswing starts. The downswing starts away from the target. And that's just a different way of saying swing the club head that I think you caught on to, and that's freed you up. You know, I owe you an apology because people ask me all the time how I fixed your swing. And I've been telling them I didn't fix your swing because your swing's still bad. I said I gave you a swing. All I did was I got rid of the yips. But
my swing is bad?
The truth is your swing is good now. I don't know what you've been doing other than working your butt off, but you hadn't hit a shot that wasn't straight yet. And the one thing that you have going for you that regular humans don't have the same skill is you have great hands. Like you grew up with that basketball in your hand and you knew everything that you needed to do, probably with both hands to make it spin off the backboard.
Yeah.
Backspins. Well, understanding the relationship of what the hands do to the club face and how you can make the club face do what you want it to do to make the ball do it, even if it's not on purpose, your hands understand. So you swing nicely now, but your hands help you get the club face on that ball square. I'm amazed at how solid and how square you're hitting it. When it come to hitting it farther, one of the fun things you told me was you were so sick of little bitty people hitting it past you.
Yeah, all these golfers are like this tall. Rory, Ian Poulter, Ricky Fowler, Jason Day, Xander Schauffele. They're all like this. They hit the ball further than me, and it pisses me off. Don't get mad, guys.
Not anymore, though.
Not anymore. That's the best one I hit.
That's up here at this altitude at 8,200 feet. That's about 160-yard 9-iron. Nothing wrong with that. Let's try a 5-iron. So do you notice any issues from one club to the next? Like if you're playing a 190-yard par 3 or something.
The thing I got to learn is just swing the club. Don't try to hit the ball. Just swing the club. Let the ball get in the way. And you got to trust it. I honestly don't even mind that shot. I came across it a little bit, but that was hit.
It's a smash draw.
And one thing I talk about, what you say all the time, just hit good shots. If it goes too far, does it go left or right? Just hit a good shot. And then you work on your short game. I don't get upset. Like that shot right there, I hooked it a little bit, but I probably just got to get up and down.
A good shot sometimes is meaning you hit it solid. Flushing it feels good. So like that one was skinny and out to the right a little bit.
Yes.
So relative to sequence meaning our body's small and rotating on a little circle compared to the hands. The hands are at the end of the arm, so the hand circle's bigger. The club head circle's giant.
Mm-hmm.
So on that time, instead of all the circles matching up at the right time, your hands were ahead just enough to thin it and leave the face open. The one before that you smashed, the club head passed your hands, and that's why the club head was 1.5 degrees closed and it went to the left. Now the one where the club head passed your hands was faster.
Okay.
You hit it farther. And I have a saying that says, best questions wins. In golf, you always direct the first question to the ball. Meaning you hit a shot and you say, ball, what happened?
Yeah.
So you hit that shot thin and to the right. So now we got some other questions we can ask. Why did it go to the right? Did I aim to the right? Did I swing to the right? Was the face open? Well, I would say your face was open because you were out of sequence and your hands were too far forward.
Okay.
Well, that's not a big deal. You don't have to reinvent your game because you caught it thin. The bad shots are way easier to accept when you have a good guess on why. That's kind of the topic of understanding what the ball feeds back to you. The challenge as a coach is when you're hitting them as good as you're hitting them, I don't want to say much. Right? A coach sometimes can overcoach.
I agree with that. From a basketball standpoint.
So if I was going to coach the fact that that's a little thin, I would say, send the club this way with your wrist earlier.
Okay.
In the downswing, feel like your wrists are throwing it that way so your hands aren't pulling this way so fast.
Like that?
So you're pulling down just a little bit faster than you can catch the club head up. So if you release the club head backwards with your wrist, it'll circle earlier and faster. Not too bad.
That wasn't solid, but I can play that.
You can play that. So what we got here? We got a 7-wood.
Which is the greatest thing ever.
That's my favorite club. You know what I call my 7-wood? My scoring wood.
I love my 7-wood.
The problem is with me though, I use it a lot because I can't drive it very far.
I love my 7-wood. I never even thought I would like a 7-wood, but I really like it a lot.
Sure is easier to hit than a 5-iron. Your body is moving amazing. So did you get both hips done?
Got both hips done.
You lost a bunch of weight. You look good.
I still got a lot to go. I gained 92. I've only lost 50. I got 40 more to go.
Yeah, but you've done great.
Yeah, it's getting there.
That's about as pure as you're going to see a ball hit.
Yeah, I like that one.
High draw.
So what about these other woods?
So let me see this 4 hybrid and see if it's shorter. So your longest iron,
So 4, right?
I think, is a 5.
5, excuse me.
So you got a 5-iron and a 4 hybrid. So that's a good blend. So your hands are a little ahead, meaning you didn't send the club head
First.
with your wrist early enough.
Oh.
One of my definitions is a golf swing is a flinging activity of a weight on the end of a stick on a tilted circle. So a flinging activity requires levering. I love to ask people, what's the last lever in the fling? What's the wrist? People all the time talk about hands. Hands grip, wrist fling.
Okay.
So your hands on the thin one was going too fast for your wrist to fling the head. The one that you pured, your wrist released the head early enough. Little thin, but pure.
Yeah, that last little thing you said to me struck a chord.
That 4 hybrid goes almost as far as that 7 would.
See, it's amazing when I'm with you how something simple you say to me like, oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing that little fling.
There it is.
That is. I concentrated on the fling.
You're hitting this club 225.
That's about right.
The interesting thing is this club's going about as far as the 7, but it's flying flatter.
Yeah, yeah.
The 7 goes in the air a little better. All right, let's see the 3 wood. All right, let's let this thing fly. Brush the ground. We'll see how far this 3 wood goes. It goes far. That's more like 260.
Yeah, I'm loving my woods.
Do you use your 3 wood off the tee very much?
Depends on the hole.
Okay, sometimes.
Yeah, if it's 400 or less, I use this.
Interesting.
Yeah. 400 is my magic number on whether I hit the driver or not. Man.
So nice. That's smoked.
Well, I'm really concentrating. See, I got to pay Stan to come and hang out with me all the time. 'Cause that last little touch he told me really got me swinging now.
I think we're getting close to, if I come to play, I get shots.
That's the best one I hit all day.
So that flew 260.
Yes, and perfectly with a slight draw. Not a hook. There's a difference between a hook and a draw, y'all.
That's right.
There's a difference between a cut and a slice.
All right, let's see this club. Our favorite club now. Which driver did you get? Let me see that head. Oh, you got the Max. That's what I got.
Well,
The Max is hot, but it's the most forgiving one Ping makes. So we got members on the other end. Aim over to the right a little bit.
aim over to the right.
Yeah.
Let's scare the members.
Easy now.
Come on, Stan.
I like working here.
See it now?
Smash.
So that creeps in every now and then. So I have to fight that every now and then, my old swing. So I have to refresh myself, breathe.
Make a practice swing.
Take
You
a
ever do a practice swing?
I should probably do that.
Look here, fling the head faster earlier. Back here's where you want to fling the head fast. There you go, snap it early backwards.
Good miss.
You call that a miss? That's a smoking hot draw. You're just barely on the front of that tee box.
Well, I didn't accomplish my goal. I want to see them people scatter. I'm not gonna get you fired, Stan.
All right.
Man,
You're only hitting at 320.
look at these houses up here. These people got some cash, I bet.
You think?
You can't live here on the side of a mountain unless you got some cash.
You might need to come get a spot up here.
I don't have that type of cash. I don't. The only way I get that type of cash if I go to Live. And I'm not going to Live. I'm staying with Turner. I love you guys at Turner.
Easy. All right, one more drive and let's try some short game.
Okay. Man, you guys know you're a hell of a teacher. That little thing, that's amazing.
It catches you up.
That's perfect.
That's so straight, Charles.
That is perfect.
You hit it up on their tee box.
That's a good one to finish on.
You having fun?
That's a good one to finish on.